In the shadows of geopolitics, a conflict centuries in the making is reaching a boiling point. Two ancient powers, Israel and Iran, find themselves locked in a dangerous dance, their every move watched by a world holding its breath. For decades, a shadow war has been waged, a war of espionage, cyber attacks, and proxy battles fought from the deserts of Syria to the waters of the Persian Gulf. Now, the veil is lifting, and the conflict is stepping into the harsh light of day, threatening to engulf the entire Middle East in flames. The recent escalation began with a brazen strike attributed to Israel on an Iranian consular building in Damascus, a move that crossed a significant red line for Tehran. This wasn't just another covert operation, it was a direct assault on sovereign Iranian territory. The strike eliminated key commanders of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, but more importantly, it shattered the unspoken rules of engagement that had governed their long and bitter rivalry. Iran, feeling its credibility and deterrence posture challenged, vowed a response that would be both direct and unprecedented. The world watched, waiting for the retaliation that was sure to come, a move that could ignite a regional powder keg. In response to the Damascus strike, Iran launched a historic direct attack on Israel, deploying a massive barrage of over 300 drones and missiles. This was a spectacle of force, a declaration that the era of indirect confrontation was over. Yet in a stunning display of defensive capability, Israel, with critical support from allies like the United States, the UK and Jordan, intercepted an astonishing 99% of the incoming threats. The Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow systems lit up the night sky, creating a shield that held firm. While the attack was militarily a failure for Iran, it was a symbolic success, demonstrating a willingness to strike Israel directly from its own soil for the first time. The successful defense was a victory, but it has left Israel at a critical crossroads. The pressure to retaliate is immense, both from within its own government and from a public shaken by the audacity of the attack. Calls for a decisive strike to re-establish deterrence are loud and clear. However, the international community, led by the United States, is urging restraint, fearing that a powerful Israeli counterstrike could trigger an uncontrollable cycle of escalation. The bustling streets of Tel Aviv and the vibrant markets of Tehran remain full, but an undercurrent of anxiety flows beneath the surface of daily life as citizens wonder if they are on the brink of an all-out war. Inside fortified command centers, military strategists from both nations are poring over satellite imagery, intelligence reports, and readiness charts. Every calculation is fraught with immense risk. For Israel, the question is not if, but how to respond. A limited strike on a strategic target or a more comprehensive campaign against Iran's military and nuclear infrastructure. For Iran, the challenge is to anticipate Israel's next move and prepare for a counter-attack, all while managing domestic pressures and its own complex web of regional proxies. The fate of millions hangs in the balance, dependent on the decisions made within these high-stakes war rooms. As the world watches this precarious standoff, the underlying threat looms larger than ever. Iran's advancing nuclear program. This has always been Israel's ultimate red line, the existential threat that drives its strategic doctrine. An open conflict could provide either a pretext for Iran to dash for a nuclear weapon or an opportunity for Israel to attempt a decisive strike against the program it has long sought to neutralize. The silos are ready, the jets are fueled, and the missiles are on alert. The long shadow war has erupted into the open, and the path back to the shadows is now unclear, leaving the Middle East perched on the edge of a precipice, staring into the abyss of a war that nobody can afford.